Hello. Okay, so this is a lesson number 2 of index notation, and I would ask you to pay attention to this lesson. It is of great value and importance for you to be able to overcome your grade 9 examination. Okay, so now in this lesson, we shall focus on the laws of indices. Laws of indices. We shall look at the laws of indices and the examples according to the laws of these, according to the laws we shall discuss here. So I would only ask you, my dear friends, that until now you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe so that life can become easy for you. Remember, this mathematics lesson video are meant to help you overcome your examination questions. You overcome your examination, ECZ examination, that is Examination Council of Zambia exams that you write every year. So if you are a grade 9 student, a grade 9 pupil, a grade 11, a grade 12, you are now watching this video, just know that you have made the right decision, and subscribe and follow for every video that I post for you to enjoy your examination. Alright, so now let us go and focus on this part. Now, laws of indices, lesson 2. We start with the product rule. Remember in lesson 1, we talked of the positive index. We talked of the zero index as well. So the zero index as well falls on the laws of indices. Okay, so we looked at it in the lesson 1. So now let us concentrate only on these few in lesson 2. So here the lesson 2, we are simply starting with the product rule. Product rule. What does the product rule simply mean? The product rule says when you multiply numbers of the same base, add the powers. When you multiply numbers of the same base, as long as the bases are the same and you are multiplying, always remember to add the powers. Once you add the powers, then you are going to find your answer easy. So given real numbers A, M, B, now A, M, N, these are real numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, such that A, it is not equal to 0, and also A, it is not equal to 1. Then you can now apply this law. Remember, if you are going to work with indices when a base is equal to 0, it's more like you are getting 0. When a base is equal to 1, it's more like you're getting 1. So there's nothing much to explain on that one. That's why they're saying that if you are going to use the product rule, let the base not be equal to 0 and the base not be equal to 1, and you are going to get your answer correctly. So the product rule simply states that now A to the power m times A to the power n, as you can see, we have A and A, these bases are the same. So maintain the base, just get one base which is A and add the power, so m plus n. So if m plus n was a number, 1 plus 2, it will be A raised to power 3. So you multiply A, how many times? 3 times. It will be A times A times A 3 times. That is what the product rule states. So I would ask you to make sure that you master, you know this product rule. It is very important. Okay, now let us go ahead and also look at another one, which is quotient rule. Quotient rule. Quotient rule simply means division. In other words, we are simply talking of division. So here what it is that they are simply saying when dividing numbers of the same base, when you are dividing numbers of the same what? Same base, what should you do? Subtract the powers. Subtract the powers. Now remember the product rule, which is multiplying, when the bases are the same, we are adding the powers. Then you continue simplifying. Now on the division, which is the quotient rule, when you are dividing of the quotient of the same bases, what you need to do is just to subtract the powers. You see, A divided by A to power n to power m, all you need to do is to maintain the base, which is A, then subtract m minus n. Okay, then now if m was 1 and n is 2, it will be 1 plus minus 2, which is negative 1, and you simplify. 2 minus 1, which is 1, then it means that the answer will just be 1. Or alternatively, it can be written like this: A to the power m over A to the power n. This symbol will simply also stand for division. Look at this, the bases are the same. So just maintain one base and subtract the powers. So we just get m minus 1. M minus n, I mean not 1. N minus 1. And therefore now, when you subtract that, you get your final answer. So these rules are very, very much important now until your grade 9 and 11 and 12. So master that formula as well. It is of great importance. The power rule. Now, what does the power rule mean? So we know what the product rule simply means when you are multiplying the two bases, and the quotient when you are dividing the two bases which are the same, you subtract the powers. Now, what is the power rule? The power rule, okay, the power of another power is based on the commutativity of multiplication. So the power of another power is based on the commutative of what? Of multiplication. Now, we are what they are simply saying that commutative, you can simply say A times B, the answer will be AB. And B times B, the answer will be BA. Just like whatever, the answer should remain the same. If you multiply 1 times 1 times 2, you should get 2. 2 times 1, you should get 2. So that is commutative of multiplication. That's what they are talking about. So in this, the power of another power. So there will be a power, and on that top of that power, there will also be another power now. There will also be another power. That's what they are simply saying. So now look at this one. Given real numbers A and B such that A, of course, the base should not be equal to 0 and the base should not be equal to 1. Then now you can carry out the power rule. What are they simply saying? A raised to power m, close brackets, okay, open brackets, A raised to power m, close brackets, and then all this raised to power n. What they are simply saying is that all you need to do is to maintain the base and multiply m times n, m times n. Okay, or let me put it in this way so that you may see it. You say this is the same as m times n. Okay, m times n. That is what it means. Therefore, now we are simply also saying that if you are given, it can be commutative, simply means, look at this one. The power was m, right? The power of a is m, again raised to power n. Here the power of a is n, and then raised to power m. The answer will still be the same. It will still be the same, which is a n m. Okay? That will be the final answer. Now this, it is the same as this one. There's no difference. So whichever way you can use it, you should get your answer correct. So this is the question, this is the power rule. So also this one, you need to make sure that you don't forget this. It is of great importance. So take note and please pause the video, copy the notes and write the rules in your book so that you memorize them and know them by heart, because they will never change in grade 9, in grade 10, in grade 11, grade 12, until you write your grade 12 examination. These rules will still stand to be the same. And they'll always repeat questions of this kind of condition. So please don't forget this one. So now let us have an overview before the examples. Product rule, the bases are the same, add the powers. Okay? The bases are the same on the product rule, add the powers. And this simplify. Quotient rule, the bases are the same, we are dividing, subtract the powers. Simple. Power rule, the power of a base is also raised to another power. Just multiply the powers and simplify your work. That is the power rule. Hence, let us come to the example now. Example. Simplify a y squared. Simplify a y squared times y to the power 2, b 2 to the power 5 and times 2 to the power 3. Okay, good. So how do I simplify that one? When you look at this question, which is question number 1a, the question is y squared times y squared. Now look at the base. The bases are the same. Automatically you know that I'm going to apply what we call the product rule, because we are multiplying. And the product rule simply states that if I have the bases which are the same, I need to maintain the base which is y and add the powers. Hence my final answer now will be y to the power 4. 2 plus 2, the answer is 4, and that will be my final answer. Okay, done deal. We move on to question B. B, they are simply saying 2 to power 5 times 2 to power 3. So 2 to power 5 times 2 to power 3. What are they simply? Look at the bases. Are the bases the same? Yes. And we are multiplying. Yes. So we can use the product rule, which simply means says maintain the base and add the powers. Okay. So now what is my answer here? It will be 2. 5 plus 3, 8. Okay. We have 8 to power 8. So when you reach at this stage, when they say simplify, you can simplify this one by simply saying 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times until 8 times. Okay. Then now you can say when you multiply this and you get your final answer. That is what it means here. But now I'm just going to show you how to use the product rule. So we just end it from here. 2 this times this, I want to show you how it works. 5 plus this 8, so it means that I've applied the product rule when I reach at this stage. But when they say simplify, in this case they said simplify, so we are going to say now, this will not be my final answer. My final answer now will be, okay, what will be my final answer? My final answer will be 2, let me do it from here, 2 times 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 2. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is equal to what? So it means that I need to multiply 2 8 times. Then I will be able to get my answer. I'm simplifying here. So what is 2 times 2 is 4 times 2. Okay, so let's do it in this manner so that life becomes easy. 2 times 2, 4 times. So these 2 are gone. 2 times 2, 4. So these 2 are gone. Again, 2 times 2, we have 4. Again, these 2 are gone. Times 2 times 2, we have 4. So these 2s are gone. Then we have this one. 4 times 4, we have 16 times. So these 4s are gone. 4 times 4, we also have 16. So these 2 4s are gone. Then now we have, what is 16 times 16? So now, don't use magic or guesswork. Here you have to do your multiplication that you learn. 16 times 16. So what is 6 times 6? Which is 36. So you write 6 there, remainder 3. 6 times 1, 6 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have our 9 there. 1 plus 6, which is 6. 1 plus 1, which is 1. Then we add this, which we can add 0 there. 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 6. What is 9 plus 6? And please, because this is paper 1, don't act to be so smart by guessing. Use your fingers that you have. Okay, your fingers are very important. So here you have 9 plus 6. Count. We say 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you have 5, remainder 1. What is 0? So here you can just, what is 0 plus 1? It is 1. Plus 1, it is 2. So this is going to be 256. So that is our final answer like that. Remember, don't be too smart to guess, because when you guess, you are going to find your answer wrong. But when you work it out like this and use your fingers to count, you will find that you get accurate answers. That is the secret to overcome mathematics. Question number 2. They are simply saying, question number 2, it is simply saying, we should simplify the following using the quotient rule. So here they have mentioned the quotient rule. So it should be well understood. Y to the power 6 divided by y to the power 4. Here, when the product rule, remember, we were adding the powers. But the quotient rule, what do? We subtract the powers. That is the quotient rule. Subtract the powers. So we are going to say y, maintain the base, 6 minus 4. What is 6? So what is now 6 minus 4? 4, 5, 6 is going to be y to the power 2. Hence, that is our final answer. Because then when we multiply y times y, we still get y to the power 2. That is how this one is now. So we are simply saying that question number B, we are done. So question number B is 2. What is 2 to power 3 divided by 2 to power 3. Okay, so the bases are the same here. So what you do is that maintain the base, which is 2. Then subtract the powers, because this is a quotient rule we are using. 3 minus z, this one. Hence our answer, not our final answer, will be 3 minus 3, which is 0. Hence, we have our final answer to be 1. Remember, in the lesson video 1, we learned about the 0 index. 0 index, any number raised to 0 index is equal to 1. Hence, this proves the what we learned in lesson 1. Now, let us do question number 3. Okay, question number 3A, they are simply saying that we should apply what we call the power rule now. The power rule, which is 3 raised to power 2 and this 2 raised to power 4. How do I work out this kind of equation? All I need to do now is that they are saying that you should multiply the powers. So it will be 2 multiplied by 4 to get rid of the brackets. Therefore, my final answer now will be 3 raised to power 2 times 4, 8. Okay, yes, I end there. But if they say simplify, you can go the way 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 8 times and find your final answer. Like we did with question number 1B, like that. That is how you simplify. But here we have evaluated, and that is the end. Now question number B. Now let's look at question number B. Question number B simply says we also evaluate, which is 2 to power 2. This power raised to power 3. So the same procedure we do with is 2, multiply the base to get rid of multiply the powers to get rid of the brackets. 2 times 3, which in this scenario it will be 2 raised to power 6, and that will be our final answer. But if you say simplify, you do it 2 times 2 times 6 times and find your final answer, like we did in question 1B. Okay, hopefully I've made this lesson to be easy and simple for you. I believe that when you watch this video over and over again, you will not have any problem in index notation and the laws of indices. You will not have any problem. The next video, it will be ECZ examination question standards. So please don't miss the next video, because there will be of interesting, challenging questions from past papers, different years and different past papers. Don't miss. Do subscribe and follow and comment so that I can know how to help you. Otherwise, we end from here today, and God bless. Enjoy the rest of the time.